JM presses. Mostly rehabbing the elbow in order to put up big side pressure numbers. So we do 3 grips. The easiest is the wide ones, the hardest is the narrow ones. So when you're going to do your volume day, you'll typically do 9 sets of 10. 3x10 narrow, 3x10 medium, 3x10 wide. Start with a narrow grip because they're hardest, so that way your last set's the easiest set you can do. So, narrow grip JM press, 2 fingers on the knurl at least. Yep. You can unrack it. You got your, it's a false grip just like you did. That's good. Alright, you're going to roll your thumbs down, the bar comes just below your chin. You'll point your elbows out. There you go. Underneath your chin, power up. Boom, that's 1. Give me like 3 or 4. Boom. When you come down, you can pause a little bit because that's what puts the tension in those tendons. And then when you contract it, that's what heals it. Alright, good job. Rack that. Same thing, a medium grip, 2 fingers on the smooth. Yep. You can unrack it with a normal grip and then roll the thumbs over, but I false grip it right from the start.
Yeah.
Point your elbows out. This is the classic JM press. This is the press you will see on all the videos. Your elbows point out, the bar comes under your chin. Yep, power up. Down, below your chin, power up. Good deal. Get another one. Yeah. Good deal. Alright, rack that. The wide grip. Ring fingers on the rings. This is the easiest of all of them, and this is almost not even a JM press. And the narrow grip is almost a close grip bench, and the wide grip, I don't even know what this is. This is so far outside the realm of a JM press and a bench press. I call it a JM press just to give, honors to the guy J.M. Blakely who invented it, but I don't even know what this really is. But it does hit that elbow, which is what we want as arm wrestlers. So, unrack it, roll the wrist down, point the elbows out. Yeah. Power up. That's so you can see your right hand drops lower than your left. Because your right hand hits the safety bar and your left one doesn't. Okay. Good deal. Put some right. So that's the basics. We should be able to do normal weight, so we'll just add 25 on the side, which is a pathetically low weight if it was benching. It's only 95 pounds total. People at home wondering why is there straps hanging from it will become perfectly clear again. Start with your narrow grip, which is 2 fingers on the knurl at least. You can get as narrow as you want. The important thing is to point the elbows out so it's not a bench press, and a slight pause at the bottom really puts those tendons into tension. And what it does is it unloads the muscles and lets that weight force, all the force of the weight goes into those tendons on those elbows. This will work both the interior and anterior tendons. Unrack it. Control it, because when you false grip it, that's something that will sometimes roll out of your hand. Below your chin. Nice and controlled down. There you go. Elbows out. Pull it up. Very good. Maybe 5. Boom. Your right hand's coming down quicker than your left, so your asymmetric is all get out, but that's alright. When you watch this video, it's funny.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're pouring glass. It's almost like you're filling glasses on the left.
Right.
I mean, that one drops quite a bit for past. Mine, I'm sure mine does too.
Right.
It's just the nature of the beast. Which was an awesome April Wine song.
Now.
Medium grip is 2 fingers on the smooth. This is your classic JM press right here. This is the one that's on the video. This is where it all started. This alone will work your elbows. We add the narrow and wide grip because we're arm wrestlers. We work our arms at all kinds of angles. This right here is primarily for rehabbing your bench pressing power, which we want bench pressing power, but we want just bulletproof elbows.
Right.
World class FU power. Down below your chin. And then up. Yeah, your left lags your right by about 1.5 inches. Alright. That's 5. How many of those do you think you can do on a normal day? You think you can do 10?
7 to 8 probably.
Alright. Fair enough, but it's something to start. This is a volume day exercise. It's rehabbing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's hit the wide grip. Well, first, which is easiest, wide, medium, or narrow?
Wide, definitely wide.
What's the hardest?
The narrow.
Yeah, same with me. Michael Todd was opposite. Michael Todd could do the narrows, but not the wides.
It just feels like in the narrow, it's just so tight right here.
It'll get a lot worse because of the control in the next phase. But ring fingers on the rings. Below your chin, pop those elbows out and roll those wrists down. There you go. There you go. Really curl those wrists. That weight comes onto the palm of your hand. All right. So that alone will allow you to build very, very good side pressure. That will rehab your elbows, make the pain go away, and it will make you probably... That's all you really need for world-class type arm wrestling rehab. But we're never satisfied with that. So, when we throw the bobbly weights on there, same weight. You said you could do 7 to 8. It's the same weight, but now the weights are swinging, which forces, it's the same work, but now you got to control it. So now, you got to control your lats, shoulders, and traps, as well as the triceps that are doing the work.
Right.
Because as that thing starts swinging around, you're going to have to fight it. Your abs are going to be involved. Make sure your feet are solid on the floor, and this whole thing with your right hand coming down quicker than your left is going to get that bar swinging.
Right.
In a couple of different methods.
So it's going to be, yeah.
So try 2 of each, and then let's go down and see if we can't do 7 of each. We'll just try 2 of each as a warm-up with a wobble, just so you get used to how this feels. Now if you hang these weights with rubber bands, it adds another element to it. But if you just hang enough weight on a nylon strap, you're happy. And I know these straps aren't going to hit the floor or anything else.
Right.
Start with narrow because that's the hardest. And just go slow and control it. After you get through it, we'll do 3 more sets. Down below your chin. There you go. Up. Don't forget the up part. All right. All right. Racket. You're going to really want to get your lats tight, your feet wrapped up. You're going to want to really stabilize it because as the weight goes up, or as the reps go up and you get tired, you got to control that weight. The medium grip. The medium grip is enough. I mean, if you did just medium grips, that would be plenty. But we're supercharging it with these other grips. You'll feel a lot better here. Just make sure that the elbows point out to get the maximum benefit on the tendons. I'll have to scoot you down the bench a little bit when we do the next. There you go. Racket, curl the wrist down to your throat. Slight pause and up. Boom. You're trembling. Alright, let's rack that baby and let's do some wide grips.
Yeah.
I know what you got to do, and let's see if we can't do 7. Let's see if we can't do 1 set of 7.
You notice the big difference with the...
Oh, yeah. Well, your right comes down a lot quicker than your left. Your right comes down faster and farther than your left does. Usually the mobility is opposite. Usually the right hand has less flexibility than the left. For a right-handed arm wrestler,
right.
It's odd that your left has less flexibility than your right. There you go. All right, rack that. Take a slight rest. Let's see if we can do a set of 7 of each. How the triceps feel?
The triceps feel tight, but I can feel like more like in my lats and stuff like that.
The lats, a lot of times on me, I've had to quit because my shoulders blew up.
Yeah.
Once I started putting before the wobbly weights were on there, and I was doing a couple 100 pounds, it was always triceps, triceps, triceps. That's where I felt it. Once I put the wobblies on there, I've had Saturdays where I've had to quit because my shoulders got so pumped up.
Right.
I didn't trust them anymore.
Yeah.